Mark Calder is from the aid agency World Vision Afghanistan. Mark, welcome. What are your people telling you, your contacts? What are they saying about the situation on the ground?
Well, thanks. It's a devastating scenario we're facing in really remote parts of eastern, northeastern Afghanistan. We know that the authorities have mobilized aircraft, but in some contexts they're having difficulty landing. We know some villages haven't been reached by any assistance yet, so we expect the details to emerge in due course, and we expect those details to be pretty grim. As you mentioned in your report, we're already seeing the total numbers of fatalities rising. It feels, every few hours. And one of the main challenges is that every half an hour or so, we're seeing aftershocks, and there was a second large earthquake, 5.5 magnitude, just a few hours ago, which is making relief efforts even harder.
Take your point about the aftershocks. 1,400 people dead so far, the expectation of the death toll rising. What's caused so much loss of life, do you think?
Two main elements at work here. One is the shallowness of the earthquakes. When an earthquake is shallower, all other things being equal, the effects are greater. So when we talk about magnitude 6 or this latest one, magnitude 5.5, it doesn't sound very much, but it's causing a huge amount of damage. And then, my Afghan colleagues tell me that this is not an area that has experienced earthquakes to any great degree in the past. Buildings have not been designed to withstand earthquakes. They are built out of mud and timber to keep people warm during the winter and cool during the summer. But in the face of an earthquake like this, they are very fragile indeed. And then if you add to those factors the sheer remoteness, this is the big difference between the earthquake we experienced in Herat in 2023 and the earthquakes this week, is that we're dealing with a very mountainous region. It's very difficult to, if a road is blocked, to have a workaround. So my colleagues and our partners are on foot today trying to reach communities in need.
Afghanistan had almost disappeared off the international news agenda. I mean, just give us an idea, if you would, as to how difficult life in Afghanistan was before this disaster struck.
Absolutely. I was in Afghanistan a couple of weeks ago, and really we're dealing with a country living with one of the world's worst humanitarian crises. 22.9 million Afghans are thought to be in need of humanitarian assistance. That's roughly half of the population. 3.5 million children acutely malnourished. The challenges people face day in, day out to access really the basics, basic nutrition, basic healthcare, education, clean water are already immensely challenging. This year we've seen a huge drop in international assistance for Afghanistan, so even though there are organisations like World Vision able to deliver life-saving and basic human needs support across the country, there's simply not enough resources available. One of the things that is encouraging is a few donors are now stepping up and making resources available, new resources available, but we're very worried that what will happen is, in order to as it were, feed people who are in desperate need right now in the aftermath of these earthquakes, we'll be taking resources away from people who are already in desperate need. So it's an extremely challenging situation. With a little bit of political will and some more resources, we could do an awful lot more.
Mark, good to talk to you. Thank you for that. Mark Calder from the aid agency World Vision Afghanistan.